Good afternoon, Thomas. Just not what you needed last night. It looks like an injury to Lucas. And the latest on him, on Kudus, and just sort of how many players have you got available for Saturday?
Yeah. Lucas is being assessed today. We know more later today with him. Same with Rodri. Rodri is a hamstring injury. Looks like a bigger one, unfortunately. We don't know the time frame. That we also will know later. Kudus is unfortunately a bigger one to the tendon in the quad. So that's one where we expect him back after the March international break. And then the latest on Dejan Kulusevski is that we know it's a complicated injury. If there's one person that can accelerate that, this is Dejan. He's a top pro and got a top mentality. He had latest a small. The most important thing is to remove the pain in the knee. Got an injection to help that 10 days ago. We know in 3 to 4 weeks if it's settled, and when it's settled, hopefully he'll be on the grass, and from there we'll see what's happening.
Just on the fallout from last night, you'll be aware now of the confrontation between some of the players and the fans at the full-time whistle. I imagine it's a pretty new situation for you. You never really experienced this at Brentford. How difficult is it to turn that relationship around when it has become that tense, broken, toxic, call it what you will?
I think it's, I said last night, I think our away fans were very good throughout the game. They was backing us, singing, supporting, exactly as they should do, and we hope they would do. Everyone will be happy when we win more games. It's as simple as that.
To complicate matters, your club captain then implies on social media that the club's hierarchy need to front up when things are going badly. How much does that make your life difficult? How much does that make a bad situation even messier?
I think after Kuti became the captain, I think he's done a lot of good things right. I said it when I named him the captain that he's an experienced player that tried a lot. He's still a young leader. And I think a lot of the things he's done well on and off the pitch, I'm happy with. Actually, I'm very happy with his performance last night. I think he was a true captain in many ways throughout the game. Half-time when it was speaking up at half-time when we're 2-1 down, keep believing, keep doing the right things. But also when you're a young leader, sometimes you make a mistake. Of course, it's good to keep it internally. Johan and I had a good conversation with him this morning about everything, which we of course keeps internally. So yeah.
I appreciate that conversation stays internal, but was it along the lines of, that really doesn't help a message like that? Can you not?
No,
do
of
that,
course. I think we all know that. So we had a good conversation about things.
Just a final one from me. To turn things around, do you need to bring players in? If I were to say to you that the squad will remain unchanged between now and February the 2nd, is that acceptable?
I think there's a couple of things in it. I think the last 5 games we played, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Sunderland and Bournemouth, I think it's been consistent, good competitive performance through the roof. No, but good competitive, consistent performances, and that's what you need in a long season. Those 5 games should have given us more than the 5 points we got, probably 8, 9, 10 points. And if you get that from those games, it's different. So that's what we're focusing on. Can we produce performances like that last night? Overall, like the performance, it's my job to deal with all the scrutiny. It's no problem. I can face all the questions. I will take all the blame. I will take all that. Also my job to look through everything and look through the defeat last night. Of course, it's very emotional, tough to take for everyone. But I think it was in many ways good. and we deserve more from that. So we just need to keep doing that. Especially the last 2 games, it's minimum 4 points we should have, if not more. So we just need to keep doing that. And the next thing is, it's almost, I say, the perfect storm. And in a storm, someone is building fences and hiding them behind it. Others are building windmills and getting stronger and getting more energy and learn from it.
But in terms of bringing in players, is that not imperative?
Oh, I forgot to answer that.
Yeah.
I will repeat my answer.
Okay.
We're working very, very, very hard to see if we can improve the squad. Johan, Fabio, Vinay, everyone in around the club, recruitment department is doing that. January is a very, very, very difficult window. We are very important to get short-term success and long-term success. Everything is linked. So players we are bringing in is because we think they can improve the squad and the team.
Ali, please.
Thomas, obviously some injury news you didn't want to hear there amongst the bunch. Is there any kind of positive stuff you've got on the horizon, like maybe Destiny or Dom close to being back for you?
Yeah, both of them trained. Both of them are getting closer, definitely. Dest a bit closer than Dom, obviously, because he's only been out for 5 weeks-ish. So that's, of course, that's less than 6 months. So, but both of them are positive and improving.
Asking about the transfer window, more so kind of the aesthetics of what's gone on with Christian's post as well. Obviously, you're trying to attract players from wherever you possibly can. Is it unhelpful to see maybe a club captain kind of talking out against the club or about the club, and just kind of creates a bit of a sideshow maybe as you're trying to get players through the door?
I think, especially in football, the most important thing is to keep the noise out. Then you can see there's this situation with the post from Gucci. I think could be others where it's maybe not that positive, or a lot of people speaking. When we want to attract players, we need to tell our, as close to possible, unbiased story, and the good story about this fantastic, beautiful club, and why it should come to the club. And I'm pretty sure that the clever players and clever agents can look through if there's a little bit noise. And I think it's very important to stress that even that there's noise, club is very aligned. Johan, Vinay and I very aligned. Ownership very aligned. And we know it's a tough spell that we need to get through.
I feel like he was trying to protect you as well in a way, and kind of saying that other people should be speaking, not just you.
Yeah, could be. We have a very good relationship with Kuti. He's done very well. But long-term success is everyone is aligned. Me, players, captain, leadership, everything, which we are.
George, please.
Hi, Thomas. Just on that kind of theme, talking about the alignment with yourself, Vinay, Fabio, Johan. I mean, it seems from Cristian Romero's post that he's not aligned with certain key figures at the club, saying it's always the same people not speaking. Is that fair to say that he's not aligned with certain key figures at the club, and how much of a worry is that if that's the case?
I think it's, as I say, that I can't. You probably need to ask him, and it's not that often he does do the press, so it'll be a little bit. You need to wait till you speak to him. But what I know is he's been here for 5 years. That's one thing. What I just know is that I look at where I've been here for a little bit, about 7 months, and I see a very aligned club. So it's just up to us to prove that.
And I guess, as you mentioned, you've been there 7 months. I think you've had 30 matches now. You've only won 11 of those 30 matches, and the team are 14th in the table after 21 games, which is the exact same position last season. Do you feel you've shown enough to deserve more time, and do you feel like you're going to get more time?
Yeah, no doubt about that. Is, and put it this way: would we have loved to be higher in the table and have more points? 100%. We're working very hard every single day to make sure we perform well, and we are land in the best possible position in every season. The thing we need to look at is the game on Saturday, FA Cup, good opportunity against Villa. A very good team is flying this moment in time, but a good opportunity to progress in the FA Cup, a tournament that is very important for the club, for the fans, as we won 8 times in history. I'm working hard with the staff, with the players, with the leadership. So this is just a tough spell. We will get through this.
You obviously say you're working hard, and obviously you are. But have we seen enough in 30 games from an attacking point of view to kind of justify you getting the time that you want?
We definitely want to do more. I think we scored enough goals. If you compare to that, do we want to score? Not enough, but acceptable amount of goals.
In the kind of the style of football is entertaining enough, because I think you're right. You have scored goals, but is it kind of dominant and attacking flair that's always been in Tottenham's history?
That's absolutely right. Also, is a fair question. I think you also spoke about that frustration. Of course, I share. I know is the ethos of the club. It's something we're working very hard on. So I see myself as above average intelligent. So I'm very aware of that. My teams have always produced chances and scored goals, and this team will do the same. I think it's fair to say that we may be lacking a little bit of some of the tough, free-floating offensive players that we had here in the last season. And that's part of the challenge. Then part of other bits that we need to work hard on every day to improve it is another area.